Hi everyone, it's Maria here, and today I want to talk to you guys about some supplements that could help if you have a CSF leak. And by help, I mean it could help with the symptoms, meaning the headaches, and it could actually even potentially heal your leak and repair the tissues in your spine that's causing the leak. I will talk about those studies a bit later, and I'll actually mention those studies in the comments below as well as link to all the supplements that I take if you so choose to check them out. And obviously, I'm going to preface all of this by saying anyone that has a CSF leak knows that you can take all the supplements in the world, but if you are not resting and doing a very strict bed rest, it's going to be very difficult to heal your CSF leak. We know that we shouldn't be bending, we shouldn't be twisting, we shouldn't be straining, we shouldn't be lifting. Hell, you probably can't even sneeze because that'll probably make your leak worse. I know that that happened to me after my epidural blood patch, and it wasn't great. So, all that is to say, these supplements can help, but you do still have to be careful and do your part and take it easy while taking these supplements or after you've done your patch. And so the first one I want to talk about, and the one that I actually find the most exciting, is L-arginine. And so that's this one right here. You'll see me kind of reading off the side here a little bit because I want to make sure that I'm getting everything correctly. But there was a really cool study done on L-arginine in 2016, 2017, something like that. They took a bunch of rats and they sliced a 5 millimeter tear in their spinal dura. Poor rats, super unethical, but don't shoot the messenger. And so 5 millimeters is quite significant, especially for something the size of a rat. And they gave it L-arginine. And there was three control groups actually. One had no L-arginine, one had it, I think, via injection to the site, and then another group had it orally, like the way you would take a supplement. And they tested, I think, a week and 6 weeks after. Yeah, they looked at how the dura healed after 1 week and again after 6 weeks. The rats that got the systemic L-arginine, basically taking it orally or via injection, had a much better healing than the untreated group. After 1 week, there was more granulation tissue, basically like the scaffolding that your body uses to repair the tissues. And then after 6 weeks, there was more collagen and more protein that rebuilds tissues found in the blood forming around the injury. The only thing about this study that I'm not sure of is how much they gave the rats and how much a human can take. I've read that I think humans can have up to like 9 grams a day without there being like a bit of an upset tummy. This one that I take is 1,000 milligrams per caplet or 1 gram per caplet. I typically take between one and two. I genuinely have no idea if that's enough, if I should be taking more than that. But I don't take more than that. I'm pretty inconsistent with this, to be completely honest with you, but I do notice when I am on top of it, I do feel a little bit better. It's just an amino acid. It's a building block to protein. It's not really going to do you any harm if you take too much. I don't think. But again, consult your doctor when it comes to any of this stuff. But yeah, L-arginine, super cool study. Check it out. Our next contestant is vitamin C. I actually take a liposomal vitamin C versus regular vitamin C. Liposomal just means that it's basically encased in liposomes or fat. Apparently, this has much better bioavailability than regular vitamin C. I think if you take like 500 milligrams of liposomal, it's like 4 to 6 times as powerful as regular vitamin C. So it's like taking 2,500 milligrams of regular vitamin C. So just a hot tip for you guys, liposomal is much easier and much more bioavailable for your body to absorb. That being said, vitamin C is crucial for wound healing. It is a crucial component of collagen in your body. So, for your body to make collagen, it needs vitamin C. And we all know vitamin C is important for so many things in your life. So, if you're not wanting to take it for your spinal dura, take it for something else because vitamin C is super good for you. It's very energizing, it keeps you regular, yada, yada, yada. The other cool thing about vitamin C, which is actually the initial reason why I started taking it, I haven't done a deep dive into this quite yet, but it actually, or apparently, it can help with CSF production. So it can mitigate the pain that comes with the low pressure headaches. So if you do, maybe you don't want to drink coffee. I'm not a huge coffee drinker. I don't love having to drink coffee every day for my headaches. Vitamin C, and I think vitamin E as well, can help your body make more CSF fluid. All right, next up is iron. I take iron bisglycinate. It's a bit gentler on the system. It doesn't hurt your stomach as much. Iron is another essential component for collagen formation and tissue repair and wound healing. And I find it very interesting that a lot of women are deficient in iron just because of menstruation and all that stuff, but it's also mostly women that actually suffer from CSF leaks, especially spontaneous CSF leaks. Women get CSF leaks more than men, and women are iron deficient more than men. So, genuinely curious if there's some kind of correlation there. But definitely keep your iron stores up because it is good for wound healing and tissue repair and collagen formation. Now, that being said, too much iron, if you are on the opposite end of the spectrum, if you have too much iron, it can actually cause nerve damage and tissue damage to your spine. So definitely check your iron levels before you go and buy some iron and start taking it, because iron's one of those supplements where you walk a fine line. You don't want to have too little, you don't want to have too much. You want to make sure it's just right, Goldilocks style. Okay, last up is magnesium. This is magnesium bisglycinate, which I take, but I think you can also take magnesium taurate. That's another one that is highly bioavailable in the body. Magnesium is neuroprotective. It's very good for the spine. It's very good for the tissues and the nerves in the spine. But as far as being specific to CSF leaks, magnesium is another crucial role in tissue repair. Assists in various biological processes, including collagen synthesis. It regulates inflammation as well, which then helps your body heal its tissues faster. It promotes faster tissue repair. So, magnesium, I actually initially was taking this for sleep. I take it at night before I go to bed. But obviously, when I found out that it helps with CSF leaks, that was an added bonus. So, again, another supplement that I think should be on your roster, regardless of having a CSF leak. But if you have a CSF leak and you don't take a lot of supplements, this might be one that you want to look into. Okay. Honorable mention supplement here is collagen. This is the Vital Proteins collagen peptides. Um, the reason it's an honorable mention is obviously I'm talking about a lot of supplements here that help your body create collagen. So you're wondering, why don't you just take collagen and do it that way? Collagen is very expensive. It's a very expensive supplement. There's three types of collagen in your body: type 1, type 2, type 3. I'm not exactly sure which ones make up the spinal dura, part of the spine. But the jury is out as far as whether your body properly absorbs collagen as a supplement, because you ingest the collagen and your body then has to break it down into peptides and amino acids. And if it has to do that, it might not actually get absorbed into your bloodstream. It might just get ruined by your digestive system. And so, for something so expensive, if you want to spend the money and try something like Vital Proteins, which is a collagen peptide, so it's already kind of broken down, go for it. No harm, no foul. Collagen is good for you. It's just I haven't been able to find like 100% evidence that your body breaks it down properly. Okay, so that is my TED Talk on the supplements, or some of the supplements that I take for my CSF leak. I will honestly say that if I am regular with this, in particular the iron and the vitamin C, I do just feel a difference. Whether or not it's actually healing my spine, I can't say. Maybe time will tell. But I am still pretty active considering that I have a CSF leak. So I don't take my own advice when it comes to rest. I still do some yoga and I do, weightlifting and all that sort of stuff. But when I'm on top of it, I just genuinely feel better. So it can't hurt to try. Like I said, I'm going to link in the description below the studies and the supplements that I take. If there's anything that you take or any supplement that you may have heard of that has helped your leak, whether it be the symptoms or the actual, tear in your spine, I would love to hear from you. So feel free to leave a comment below and we'll see you next time.